Okay, so a couple of points before we begin. First of all, I'm not going to go over the specifics of what finger should be picking what string in this video. I already have a video on my channel that goes through proper finger picking technique and what finger should be used on what strings. So I'm going under the assumption you've already seen that. If you haven't, I'm going to link it on screen just now. Go watch that and then you can come back and get stuck into this piece. I'm also not going to go through how we finger the chords that we need. Really only need two, an A minor and an E are the only proper chords that pop up in this arrangement. I'm not going to go over how you play them. I also have videos on my channel that explains all that. They're in my chords series. I'm going to link that on screen just now. So again, if you haven't seen them either, go check that out and then come back and you'll know your chords. So let's get stuck into the actual piece. So we're going to start off by putting our pinky on the 4th fret of the B string, and with our pick in hand we're going to play E, B, E, B, E. Then we're going to lift our pinky off and play an open B string, then the 3rd fret on the B string with our 3rd finger, and then the 1st fret on the B string with our 1st finger. You put that together with the first bit, that gives us the opening to the piece. Then we're going to put down an A minor chord. You'll notice that your 1st finger's already on the 1st fret of the B string where it needs to be for this A minor, so we just need to put our other 2 fingers down. Now with our pick in hand, we're going to play an A and the G string. Then we're going to play D, then G again. After that, we need to put our pinky onto the 3rd fret of the A string whilst keeping the A minor chord down. If that's too tricky, you can play an open A string for this next little bit, but let's try and get our pinky down. We like to challenge ourselves. Then with our pick in hand, we're going to play A, D, and G. So that whole bit will sound like. And again, instead of playing that A3, you can play an open A string if you're really struggling with it. Next little bit after that, we're going to go to an E chord, and we're going to play the low E and B strings together. And then we're going to go D, G, D, G, B. So E and B together, then D, G, D, G, B. So we put all of that together so far, we'll get. Then we're going to go back to an A minor again. We're going to play the A and B strings together. Then D, G, D. And that finishes off this sort of section, if you like. And then we would just repeat all of that a second time. Up until the E chord. The E chord ending is slightly different. So it's going to start off the exact same, our E and B strings together. And then we're going to go D, G, D. Then after that, we're going to move our 1st finger 1 string towards the floor onto the B string at the 1st fret. And then play the B string open. And then we go back to an A minor chord. So for that A minor, we're going to play the A and G strings together. Then we're going to play D, then G. going to lift our first finger off to play an open B string, and put it back down, play the B1. And then with our pinky, we're going to play B3. So that A minor part all together will be. And if I play that with the E chord as well. And if I play the full thing now up to that point. So for the next section, we're going to start by putting our third finger on the third fret of the A string, and we're going to play the A and high E strings together. Then we're going to play G, E, G. Then we'll put our first finger on E1, and we're going to play. Then lift it off to play the open E. So altogether that'll be. Then we're going to play a sort of G chord kind of thing. So we're going to put our second finger on the third fret of the low E string and our third finger on the third fret of the B string. We're going to play those two strings together. Then we're going to go D, G, D, then high E, then B. So if I put that together with the first bit, we'll get. Then we go to an A minor. We'll play the A and B strings together. Then D, G, D. Then with our pinky, we're going to play the third fret on the B string. Take it off so we're back to B1 from our A minor chord. That whole bit together. And then we're going to go back to an E chord again. And we'll play the low E and B strings together. Then A, D twice, high E, then low E. So if I put that whole section together, we'll get. Let's just go back a wee bit now and we'll put those two sections together. That's us nearly there now, on to the last section. So we're going to start off by playing the open high E string 3 times. And then the 4th fret on the B string with our pinky. And then we're going to go back and forward between the E and B strings 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that whole bit will be... And then after that, we're pretty much repeating the whole first section again. Only difference is the very end. Instead of playing the next little A minor part, we're just going to do one strum of an A minor chord. And that's the full thing. So let's stick a wee metronome on now, and we'll try and play through the whole thing together nice and slowly. Ready and off we go.